Hello, Internet. It is the review dude, and today I wanted to share with you a sizing comparison for the K480, which I have just purchased. I'm yet to turn it on and start it, but here is the K480. I kind of thought, yeah, first impressions is really good. So, quick comparison before I start using it. So, one of the, I suppose, forerunners, or its big brother, or older brother anyway, is this keyboard here, and this is the one that I use with my computer. As you can tell, it's slightly dusty and a bit more used. It's the K400, okay, and a K400 is a USB wireless device, not Bluetooth. And if I just hold it up here, you can see that the actual keyboard is much more compact, but it has the touchpad, of course, with the two mouse buttons, the two keypad, left and right, mouse button equivalents there, and that's why it's wider overall. But the actual keyboard is smaller, and this is the one that I use most often to do my typing on the internet. So I'm looking forward to using this one because it should be a little bit more spacious and not as compact. Okay, in terms of the overall width, it's a little bit thinner and it's a little bit taller, and I suppose, and that's pretty obvious because it will have, this one has the holder for your devices here, whereas this one is just a plain keyboard. Okay, so the Logitech K400, slightly different configuration. I also have a K260, which is another wireless USB device, but this one has the number pad. So just so you can see it, there's the thing. So what I've noticed is the actual keypad is virtually the same width as the K480. Okay, but what they've done is they've just moved these into the more compact configuration down here, which you can see with the up, down, left, right squashed in underneath the shift button and a control button pushed across. So a little bit of a move away from your traditional keyboards. And the width, well, obviously has the number pad, extra number pad there, so it's a lot wider. I think we're starting to see a move towards number pads, only reserved for more serious stuff, because most of the time, unless you're into some sort of accounting or programming or what have you, these buttons here, this row of number buttons here is enough. You don't need that extra pad here, so we can, a bit of space saving. Makes this a little bit more mobile, I assume. So that's the next one. Next thing I want to show you is what this looks like compared to a proper laptop type keyboard, because some of you will possibly look at having this as a laptop alternative. So here's my HP 250. There it is there. This is sort of my, I use my desktop for most of these things. So this here, my normal PC. This is my second laptop that I use. It's a 15.6-inch screen and has a compact full-size keyboard. So again, the direction buttons are squashed in under here, control button pushed across, and then a slightly smaller key number pad to the right here. So when I hold it up against that, I'll just put it up here and kind of get an idea of the screen there. It's actually, again, it's slightly wider. This part here is wider than what we see here, but the keypad makes it seem wider. So this is actually a bit of a TARDIS, this one, because it's actually quite wide compared to a lot of the things that we're seeing here, and you can definitely see it here. The 250 is a very popular laptop from what I've read, and this keyboard is actually more spacious. So in terms of looking at the 480 and saying, well, it's going to be too small, it's going to feel really cramped, it's actually wider than a 15.6-inch keyboard on a 15.6-inch laptop keyboard. So there you go. Okay, so here's a bit of an idea there. And then finally, and this is the big one that I'm going to be discussing later, here's my Pavilion X2, which is a tablet that comes with a keyboard Very clever keyboard because there's an extra battery in here, which is great. And it's yeah, it's a nice compact 11.8 inch device. So if I just hold the keyboard up compared to it, just by a smidgen, it is, all the keys are spread out a tiny bit wider. Okay, I did have this for a long time, and I was typing this, and I was quite happy with that. Slightly different feel to what this will be, but yeah, definitely still wider than even that Pavilion X2. Alright, so later on I'm going to use the Pavilion X2 to compare the Logitech K480 keyboard and a tablet to see what would be a better sort of maybe a budget or a student type configuration that, you know, might still work for uni students or high school students that, you know, won't break the bank. So yeah, you can see that this keyboard, it's a bit of a chameleon. It's a bit of a, like I said, it's a TARDIS, it's a chameleon, call it what you want. It's nice and wide, and I think it's going to feel, the more I start using it, it's going to feel quite nice. That's it, everybody. Any comments, any questions, let me know. Please subscribe. Should be down, where is it, this side? Yes, I think it's down here, the subscribe button, or over here, I don't know, wherever it is. Just subscribe. I'm going to speak a lot more about the Logitech. I'm going to also speak a lot more about how the HI8, which is a lovely budget tablet, will work with this compared to this, and also how the Tab A, which I'm really loving, will work with compared to this as a desktop device for maybe students and so forth. So anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.